Remember when I told you guys if you get Baker acted or in a mental institute what was going to happen? Well, I put myself in there because I was having a breakdown. I was about to do my plan. So I put myself in there, and guess what they did? They did exactly what I knew they would do. They put you on medicine and they give you coping mechanism. And it's exactly the same thing I already knew. Think about the moment. But they did teach me something that I could really do. They said to breathe, and not breathe like meditating breathe. They just said go. Three times. So, I forgot about that one. But then, I feel like every time somebody does that, in my mind, I feel like I did something wrong. So when somebody does that, it makes me think I said something wrong or I did something wrong because people do that. But I guess I gotta look at it this way, that's just their way of calming down and them not saying something they don't want to say. I guess. But people look at things differently. Anyways, felt like I was in prison. You had to ask to go outside the doctor. You had to ask to do everything. I was driving everybody insane, honestly, because they wouldn't give me my ADHD medicine. And I was so bored that I was just going around talking, and I learned a new word. Intrusive means nosy. So, that's all I wanted to talk about that experience, but just to clear the air, I was never Baker acted. I put myself in there because I was smart enough to know that I could not do this on my own anymore. So, I needed help. And it was I got the help that I needed. And it is okay to admit that you needed help. And some people knew the signs that I was suicidal, but I lied to them. Yes, people, I lie, just like everybody else does. I know how to lie. I am not Little Miss Perfect. Anyways, just know the signs when somebody is suicidal. And don't tell them to smile. Just be there for them. And they need to want the help. You can't just keep pushing somebody to go to therapy or do whatever until they want the help. And I know there's different situations where people don't ask for help. But I didn't really want to come out and say I was wanting to commit suicide and I had a plan. I didn't want to come out and say I had a plan to overdose on ADHD medicine. I kind of masked around it to tell people that I was, but I didn't come out and really say it. So now I am coming out and really saying it. Not for people to feel sorry for me, but to people to know that people can mask the pain. Because I kept doing everything I normally do. And am I embarrassed that I went in there? No. Would I do it again? Maybe. Next time, I don't want it to get to that point where I have to put myself in there. If that makes sense. And yes, people, I have the Lord. And I know God has a plan. It wasn't that I was depressed, Willie. It was the anxiety that I thought I would be better off with everybody because I thought that I wasn't going to be able to live through this. So I wasn't depressed. I was just overwhelmed about the thoughts, the what-ifs. And it's gotten a little bit better. And I was overwhelmed about how I was bugging people by venting. But I got help because I didn't want to commit suicide. And it was about to get to that point. So, basically what I'm saying is, just know when you need help, and you can't force somebody for help. They have to want the help. Anyways, so my whole message is, love the Lord, and know that there's help available, even though I knew what was going to happen. And know your situation is temporary. And know there's people that love you. Anyways, bye.